How you guys doing? This is Hybridsteel and welcome to Deconstruction Simulator, the game that lets me destroy things and be happy in my own little world, where I can just chill and be all good. That's all I need in life. Just need to occasionally take a couple of days where you just relax and destroy things and be happy. Anyway, so I'm back in my warehouse. I am selling stuff. I have done a couple of missions now, and I've got lots and lots of things to get rid of. I've got lots, just lots and lots. So yeah, we're going to get rid of a load of stuff now just to make room in the warehouse. And as you can see, I've upgraded. I'm level 3 warehouse now, and it's awesome. So much space. But apart from that, it's all good. So yeah, that's where we're up to. And the camera's moved again. There we are. Brilliant. All right, cool. So now I've got to go into orders, and we've got to start getting rid of a few things, just because we need to make some cash. Oh yes. Let me just go through what we can make the most out of first. 70 quid, yay me. $21 doll hairs, fantastic. There's not a lot in here. Connor, how you doing, buddy? Right, so that one's worth 50 scoodles, and that is just one little box. So box number 38. 38. I can go in there. I've got to turn my mouse down. There we go. I'm good. You're doing good. Awesome, man. Me, how am I doing? I've had a couple of days where I just kind of like I didn't want to do nothing, over the top. Basically, we had a nice day out with the kids a couple of days ago, and because they're not on half term, like we haven't been getting up as early as normal. It's like I've enjoyed sleeping. And it's like, yay me! But those days are going to come to an end after next week, so I've got to start getting used to getting back up again. Because it's going to come back down to like, Dad, we've got to go to school. I was like, oh, okay, I can't do that now. Apart from that, I'm all good, man. I'm just kind of having like, I'm just having a calm down, you know. I'm not trying to overdo myself. I'm not trying to like overwork anything. I've started listing a load of Pokemon cards under my eBay now. So I'll come to that whenever it happens. Basically, my whole idea a little while ago is I wanted to get into sell it, like basically doing trading and cards and stuff like that. And my problem is because we're a benefits family. If you do any type of work, like jobs wise and bits and pieces, they come screaming for you. So they would, with eBay, it's like if you make £1,000 in a year or so on and so forth, then they'll basically, you know, your details get passed on. I'm like, great. I'm kind of sitting there going, well, I mean, I'm not guaranteed to make £1,000 a year at all. Even if my details get sent off after like 50 sales or whatever, they're going to look at my money and just go, we can charge them like 20p in tax maybe. Because trading, get like TCG and stuff, there's most cards are not worth a lot of money. So I'm just gonna stay one of the little people, just gonna chill at the bottom, see what happens. I've seen people expand businesses from absolutely nothing and work their way up to where they are now. You know, people are hitting like 6 figures a year just trading bulk cards. I'm like, okay, well, there's something I may be able to aim for. So I'll just have to see how it goes. So yeah, I started just chucking like 5 cards up a day up on eBay, just seeing what happens. Nothing major, just I don't want to just want to give them away to people. I just, you know, if I'm going to go and do a boot fair, I'll do a load then. But as it's coming into the winter season, no one does boot fairs. There's no markets. There's no nothing. So I might as well just try my luck online and just see what happens. And worst comes worst, it makes a little bit of pocket money ready for the winter, which is what's going to happen, because what's going to happen is my kids are going to be like, Daddy, can we have this for Christmas? Can we have this for Christmas? So yeah, I'll be basically saving up for that in a way. Apart from that, doing all right. How's you doing? Big spherical ceiling light. There we go. Clemic, how you doing? Just gotta load this in and done. So far, yeah, this game hasn't crapped out on me. I'm actually quite happy. Orders. Order. I think I'm done for the day. Oh no, we got this one. Office chair and a stove. So I have a number of Pokemon cards, never thought to sell them as I don't know what their value is, so I just keep them until I find Pokemon I want. In fairness, I'm going to be brutally honest, if the best thing you can do, there's an app you can get on your phone, right? I mean, it's the one I use, where my phone decides it wants to work. Oh, it's because I have to put my password in. I hate how my phone, every like 15 attempts at like going under my phone and saying, yeah, you need to put your password in. Right, I use these 3 apps. One of them is called Price Charting, the other one is TCG Player, and the other one is for card centering. And basically with card charting, you basically screenshot the card that's in front of you. You get it as close to the description as possible, and it will tell you how much it's worth. So that's what I do. And I'm at the moment, I'm currently helping a lady who because I was talking to one of my friends down at the school gate, and I was talking about Pokemon cards, and she went, oh, I've got some of those at home. I mean, I've just put them under like my son's bed. Her son's 24 years old. He doesn't collect anymore. He doesn't care anymore. And I said, well, let me have a look at them, and I'll see what I can find. And I've got them in my spare binder. Are they in this one? No, doing a box. Let me just go into full screen mode and I'll show you what I've got. So I went through all of her bulk, right? I say all of it. It's some of what she had. She gave me a little box, a little bit smaller than this, right? And so I went through all of her cards. And out of the whole lot, I found 4 cards that are worth money. So this one is a Blastoise Pop 3 series in fairly good condition. As a raw card, that's £75. These 2 are from Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and they're £15 each because they're special energy cards. And this one, Articuno, which comes from Heart Gold, Soul Silver, is £110 right now. So I put those up on eBay, and they're basically up. If anyone buys them, they buy them, and so on. And I've basically already said, I've said to a couple of people, I said, if whatever they make, I'll split with her because she gave them to me for free. I'll just basically take, selling fees and bits and pieces. That's fine. But the rest of it was bulk, so it was all just like £1, £2 cards here, there, and that sort of thing. And I filled up a binder. So to put this into perspective, I took off a load of her. And all of this is everything that came out of her son's collection. And it was just out of one little box. And so the whole binder is probably only worth about 40-50 quid. But it's good to have like bulk cards. Because if I'm going to go off and do like markets and stuff, then I can go from there. But the idea is that I would say 80% of all Pokemon cards are probably worth bugger all, right? but there are always the bigger cards that are always going to get like seen. You're always going to be looking for a Blastoise. You're always going to be looking for a Charizard. You're always going to be looking for Pikachus. You're always going to be looking for, at the moment, Gardevoirs and Greninjas. And it's all like the bigger cards and, you know, the evolution, that sort of thing. Yeah, well, the problem is that Japanese cards aren't worth a lot. I find that very annoying because, like, some of the Japanese cards, they actually put like an extra couple of bits of layering into what I want to say is like the actual holo. Some of the holos in Japan are a lot nicer than the ones in like in English. So make of it of what you will, but in fairness, I kind of got bitten by this bug again. So I started my own. I'm slowly collecting White Flare and Black Bolt. And I sat and just said, how am I going to make enough money so I can actually afford the bigger cards? Like some of the bigger cards like Reshiram or Zekrom, they're worth, you know, £400 each. And I'm like, I don't have 400 quid. So the best way I can do it is to sell off and recuperate into like higher cards, sell those ones off, and slowly but surely, like the tide coming in, I get a bit more money each time than I can put towards those bigger cards. And at some point, yeah, I might be able to afford them. If not, then I'm just going to keep, I'll put money into my PayPal account and I'll slowly but surely get to a point where I can afford them. That'd be nice. But it's, it's just trying to find the ones that are actually worth it. Like I bought one today that was, I bought it for £3 off of some eBay seller. Turns out that card is doubled since they put the price up on, so they just put standard prices up. So they put it up for £3. The card's worth £7 something right now. So I'll keep hold of it, or I'll sell it off, and then I'll take that £7 and I'll put it into a higher card, and then that higher card will be worth X amount of money, and I can go from there. Basically working my way up on each card to a better trade. Mudkip. Yeah, it's red. Yeah, basically. Mudkip Pokemon. Okay. I can be brutally honest with you. I ain't got that one. I don't think I have. What's so special about a Mudkip, if you don't mind me asking? Right, I need to get a small van in, and we need to go small window shopping. Not full window shopping, small window shopping, which is one of these. Is it because it's your favourite Pokemon? Because there's always that, who's your favourite Pokemon? Common table. It is a cute Pokemon and it is my favourite. There you go. There's lots of people who just collect like certain types. Like there's an entire, I was in a group today on Facebook. And but this person doesn't collect, like, this person just collects Pokemon they like, but all the Pokemon they like are all crochet Pokemon. So all the images are done in crochet, and it is really cool. But it's like, it's weird to have like, oh, it's like, this is actually a really cool little collection because it's unique. No, I don't know anybody else I've ever seen who collects just that very small amount of Pokemon. So yeah, it's you're allowed your own unique twist on things. You are allowed. This person wants 3 doors. Fantastic. I have 3 doors. That's 150 quid. No, you're not allowed. Right, I think I'm just going to give them 3 doors that all look the same. Banhammer, thank you very much. A boom to you, sir. I'm never going to give up. I'm here, dude. I'm chill. I think at the moment I'm waiting for certain game. There's one game that I really want to come out at the moment, and it's I want to play Whiskerwood. Whiskerwood is pretty cool. I was looking into buying Power Wash Simulator 2 today. I actually forgot it came out today, and I was like, yay, it's out. And then I was like, oh crap, might have to wait till Monday. I didn't know it was because I was like, it comes out at some point, and figured it actually comes out like today. I was like, damn. I found your channel when you were playing Gold Mining Sim. Yeah, that's an old time. I've not parted ways from Gold Mining Sim, but I do have
reservation.
I'm concerned about the future of the game, if that makes sense. I'm concerned about the direction that it's taken, so we shall see. It's only little things at the moment, but it's mainly how things are being run in the back end, basically. I'll always be your biggest fan, bro. And when I release my pirate game, you can test it for me. Yeah, cool. I'm up for playing pirate games. Gar, me are rar. I can talk like a farmer, I can. Classic, how you doing? Doing good, man. Doing good. I'm actually seeing a lot of newer names. Well, the people who don't talk as much today, which is really nice. So thank you very much for coming by.
Yeah, it's like whoever's doing a program, if they have one with a peg Lego, I'm leg disabled, that would be hilarious.
Right, I need to do a premium TV and a rare display cabinet. And that means I'm going to have to hire a big van. Because the premium TV is bigger than me. It's massive. Right, open the van. There it is. Look, this is it. It's a huge. But it's worth the money. That's the thing. It's huge. And a blue display cabinet. Display cabinet. I'm blind. There it is. There we go. Let me just put this back in my blue area. It's been a while since I've seen you. Found you, of course, by Hydroneer. Glad to see you still. Yeah, I'm always around. That's the thing. A lot of people came to this channel for Hydroneer, and obviously Hydroneer stopped. But you will like a game that comes out on the 1st of November, and it's something I'm very much looking forward to as well. It's called Alchemy Factory. Go check it out if you're a Hydroneer fan. I'll be playing it. I'll be stuck in it for a while, and I'm not sure. I don't know if I can make guides from it because it's very self-explanatory, but maybe I can do like getting to know the game sort of thing. Right. Anyways, there we go. That's another $40. I think one of the first vids I found of yours was Gold Mining Sim was the orange piece for the game. Wow, that actually wasn't that far. That wasn't that long ago. That was only like, what, last year? In America, the new game of November 1st will be EBT Wars.
Oh dear, yeah.
What's that happening?
Because the government shutdown might be going on through November, what the government have said is they're going to be stopping federal funding for the food vouchers.
Oh.
So people won't be getting their EBT. So there's going to be a fuck ton.
Wow. So next year America's gonna have some fun then.
No, this year.
Yeah. Okay, this year.
The shutdown's going on right now. So if it carries on through, if it carries on into November, the federal government have said they won't be funding EBT.
Okay.
People won't be getting their food vouchers.
So on here, the government is gutting off the food stamps for the fakers.
Yeah.
Oh no, does that mean people have to go back to work? Ah, fuck.
Some people even have to.
Oh dear. I mean, it doesn't affect. Let's say if I was in America right now, that it wouldn't affect me just because. Yeah, I'm a full-time carer. I mean, we have a blue badge and everything.
Yeah, but honey, the difference on the thing is we don't get food stamps.
No, we don't get food stamps. Yeah, this might start something bad. Yeah, I mean, it can only happen. The thing is I think the way that I see it, I mean, I know so the way that I see it from my perspective, and you can call me wrong if you want, it's up, you know, I'm all good for like figuring out. Trump is running the country like a business. He's trying to get rid of all the things that take away a lot of money from things that don't need to be funded. And I think what he's slowly but surely cutting back on the stuff that's like, well, these people don't need this, so we're going to see if we can work something else out. It's like the whole, like, what he's just done with the medical care. Like, he's just put it so, like, all the prices in America are supposed to reflect the world market and not just a privatized thing. So he's kind of trying to still get rid of wastage. And I think he's really starting to cut back on stuff, and it might be... it might start causing a few problems, but that's because people are so relaxed in the ways that it used to be. And because constantly with the Democrats, it's a bit like having Labour Party, which is kind of how we are with like the UK. Every time Labour get into power, they just kind of just throw money at everything and then not really care about the receipts. And then the Tories come in and go, well, to tidy up your mess, we're going to have to fuck around a lot. Okay, cool, we'll do that. And then everyone hates the Tories for doing so much, and then the Labour come in and throw all the money. We took out £10 trillion this year alone.
But honey, the thing is...
Or 10 billion, sorry. 100 billion. 100 billion.
What you're not taking into account is that the next government that comes in has to cover the mistakes that the last government made.
Yes.
So that can happen in different ways, and people will lambast, they will always do this to the incoming government because they see them as austerity.
I am aware.
Not.
I know. And this is the problem we've had. So the way that the Republicans are doing it are they're trying to cut as much crap out of it as possible because it's why the country's having such a big problem. Too long have you been like, oh yeah, well, we'll just stick these load of people on welfare, we'll just do this, it'll be okay. And people just get used to that way of life to a point where if it's, you know, if something like this is going to happen, which it's going to happen, you're going to see how life should be lived instead of just what most people would accumulate of sponging off the system. Is this the whole thing in the UK at the moment is like Keir Starmer's fudging around with like trying to get us all onto digital ID, which we don't want, but he's always trying to make up different excuses as to why it needs to be done. Well, it will make life easier, it will do this for you. It's like, no, it won't. You're just doing it so you can control us a lot more, and that's just the way that it's going to be, and that's why there's so many people protesting against it. But the Trump is doing whatever a businessman does. He's not a educated governor. He's not an educated politician. He is basically a tycoon. And if he's running the country like a business and he's cutting the stuff that's causing the country to bleed of money, then that's what he's going to do, even if you don't like it. And he's just basically getting to a point where it's like you're going to start learning how you're supposed to live. Have to keep my dog from barking at some landscape people. God damn it, stop digging. That's how I see it. I mean, it's gonna affect lots and lots of people. You've got 340 million people in the US, and half of them are on welfare. Well, I wouldn't say half of them. There's a large number of people who are on welfare who do it because they fudge the system, and that's the people he's going to try like worming out.
It's going to affect the people who need it most, like the people with like families who do work but they just don't have enough money coming in.
Yeah, but that's what.
The people with like sick kids or little kids, that's the bit that's going to affect it.
No, it's going to affect the people that are faking their way through it.
No, it's not.
It's what happened.
If the food stamps go,
yeah.
Everyone is affected. Like if they stop taking funding in the federal funding, no one gets food stamps when there is no federal funding.
Well, they'll see how it goes.
Everyone.
They'll see how it goes. We have the same problem in the UK. We have the same problem in the UK. We got cut back and cut back and cut back, and now you've got people who work 2 jobs and who are on food, who have to go to food banks. Just unfortunately, that's just how people live their life. And unfortunately, it comes down to how much money you might not make. And then people go, well, I need to make this much money. Yes, you do. But it's going to be a shit show, yeah. I haven't got enough room in this van. You ordered a pallet of popcorn. If you can grow your own corn, that would be awesome. I mean, if you're gonna, if it's to a point of running out of food and stuff, it's gonna be a case of like, I mean, food banks will be relied on. You're gonna have a lot of people going shopping into like more budget areas. They're gonna start learning how to maybe measure out their money a bit more, maybe. Thanks very much, man. A boom to you, sir. Have fun with your crate of popcorn. The thing is like when you're on benefits, you have to start working within your means, and that's what we have to do. You know, it's horrific sometimes, and if you leave yourself short from a week, I mean, you're sitting there just going, okay, cool. Where are we? We've got to find like 15 quid for like milk and bread and stuff. That can happen. And that's the sort of times you have to start learning, right, okay, well, if I can get this, and this from here for a little bit cheaper, work out how to do an actual, like, meal plan or this, you kind of start working within your means a bit more. It's getting harder because, obviously, prices keep going up, but it's just something that you have to put up with. And if you can't get this and this from a certain place, you have to try and go shopping from somewhere else. And we've had to do that as well. Like to get like the family's like for me and the kids, I have to go to it's a place in the UK called Iceland. It's also called the Food Warehouse because they've got their massive like warehouse version of like where they sell their food, and then they've got their little like town centre shops, which is called Iceland. Same company, does the same thing, it's just different scale. And I go to the Food Warehouse once a month, and I'll try and chock the freezer, and that'll be like 90 quid's worth of frozen, and that'll fill the freezer, maybe 100 depending on what's around, deals, that sort of thing. And that'll do it. But that we have to take care of that. We have to make sure that'll get us through. So it's things like, oh well, we have to get like, you know, a bag of this and a bag of that, and that'll do like 4 or 5 meals. Then we get like this. The downside is my kids are slightly fussy, which is a bit of a pain, because if they ate a bit more, like if they were a bit more varied, Kerry would actually be able to cook like proper meals for them. But my kids are dickheads. So, but yeah, she batch cooks for herself because she's going on the Manjaro jab, I think it is, or one of those ones. Basically, it's for medical reasons, to try and get her the weight off her knees a lot more, so she can get a bit more maneuverability, that sort of thing. And they've basically said, look, you know, because you're not very mobile due to your disability, if we can release some of the weight off your knees, then it might help. So she's going on those. Batch cooking first, she's down to like meals that come in boxes like this sort of size now. That's because the chemical that goes through in the medication says, no, you shouldn't be eating as much, so we're going to cut you down a bit more. And obviously the more you put in is the stronger dose, and then the stronger dose tells you can't eat as much. That's just how it works. My mum's been on it for a little while. She's dropped like 2.5 stone. They keep trying, I mean, they keep saying it to me. My problem with food is the fight for boredom. Trying to keep myself active as well, which is harder. And they keep saying, well, you know, I mean, you could do this, and it's like, I can't go on this medication, because if I rely on medication to do this again, or this as well, then I'm going to rely on a lot of like other things I don't want to keep pumping into myself just to do this, and this. kind of annoying. Right, let's sort my warehouse out. But yeah, in order to do a Donald Trump impression, it's not like all you've got to do is you got to like kind of crease up in your throat and talk like you're kind of seeing through the eyes of an idiot. It's not very hard. You just got to say it's the best in the world, and you can get away with anything. You just got to keep moving your hands from side to side. That's the way it is. The other side of it all comes down to it, like, would the Democrats do the same thing? And they probably wouldn't. But yeah, it comes down to it's like, I don't know. I mean, would the Democrats see it as a problem that they have to keep doing this out, or would they fix the issue? I don't know. But it's the same problem that we've got in the UK. You know, you get one party in for a couple of years, they fuck up and do stuff, and then you get another party in and you get this and you get the other. I did get something for Christmas a while back that I thought was quite funny. It's a bobblehead of Donald Trump. And my brother got it for me as a joke Christmas present. And it came with the felon card. So I found it all when I was going through a load of stuff the other day, and I was like, what is this? And I was like, oh yeah, shit. But yeah, I got some weird Christmas presents back a couple of weeks, last year. Yeah, last year. My brother's kind of one of those unpredictable people. He's just like, oh yeah, well, I'll get you this for laughs. And it's like, all right, cool. Right, medium window and a door, $105. Need to get rid of this stuff. And a blue door. This one. And I kind of just hope that, you know, what I'm hoping is that it doesn't affect America as bad as what's in my head. You know, is it going to be an all-out, people are going to go out and start smashing shit up again because they're pissed off? Because that doesn't really help anybody. Just stay safe. That's all I can say. Because I'm not in America. Medium window and common chairs. Oh, I can do that. It's only worth $27 though. So why is government in shutdown? Because I don't know. Is it because people can't be bothered to go to work? Or is it just that time of the year when everyone goes on holiday? Fridge and chair. Send invoice, that one's done. Dresser, office chair, red door, $30. And the other reason why I'm getting rid of a load of stuff is so I can get more stuff. It's because the Dems want 1.5 trillion for illegals and the Republicans won't allow it. Oh, okay. It's a lot of money. Boosted your server. What, on Discord? Ew. I don't ever do that. No, I don't. The thing with the Discord is I don't worry about boosting it. It's just there for just people to just talking. You got, and the other thing is like a lot of people on my Discord, they're either not there or they're either people who have been around for a while, but then they don't come and talk on live streams. They watch videos. And it's kind of, you got to kind of go with the whole like split. So obviously there are people who want to watch the videos, and then there are people who will watch the streams, but they watch it on replay. It's just a mixed bag of tools, really. That's just the way it is. I never expect anybody to turn up on the streams because I never know how busy people are alive. That's why the streams are here. The streams are here for people who just want to come and have a chat and just chill and be happy. But I'm going to be honest, I'm so much happier I'm not on Twitch. I'm watching what's just happened at TwitchCon. Oh my God, has like really made me happy that I'm not on there anymore. That was horrific. How have I not got any small windows left? Do I what? That's a small window. I have a small window. Why can't I do that mission? Do I need more than one? I have that small window. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do that mission. Right. I'm gonna put in this mission. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna add a small window to it, and then see what happens. What happened at TwitchCon? Imaru got sexually assaulted by a guy. Her security team pushed her off. Pushed him off, and he got banned for 30 days. Imaru put in for and I'm like, that's not good. And then like Dan Clancy, they're now saying that other people have seen him hanging around with like 3 19-year-olds, and this dude's like 61, also married with kids. And he's hanging around with like young streamers, and then there's other people coming out going, oh yeah, I've got this video of Dan Clancy on somebody else's like camera, and this girl must only be like 20 something, and he's in the background, and he's all like, hi, I'm Dan Clancy. It's like, oh, okay, right. You like young people, don't you? And then he's a gooner because like if you look at his when he was doing his demo for like a certain feature, every single streamer that he follows is like a really young girl. Like when I say really young, you know, like 18, 19. And he's the head of, you know, it's not a good image. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, there's a lot coming out. Go and watch more Pegasus. He covers this stuff daily, and it's hilarious. And I'm just kind of glad that I don't do Twitch anymore. I'm so good without the drama anymore. And Hassan's been like shocking his dog, and then he's not admitting it, and then people are like calling him out for it, and then there's all that crap as well. And I'm like, you know what? I'm happier on Kick. I'm happier on YouTube. There's not as much drama over here. Well, there is, but I probably don't pay attention to it. It's just more blissful. I'm just happier. And Twitch never really did much for us anyway, because like for me, because I only stream like a couple of days a week, I'm not a full-time streamer. Like Twitch it's really stupid. If you're gonna do a full-time stream, then yeah, be on Twitch and be happy. But there is a lot of drama and crap you have to put up with. But for me, because I'm not a full-time streamer, I like making videos as well. Twitch isn't really there for me. Kick's better for me. Mainly just because I'm just an average person. I'm not here to be the next like Tim the Tatman, you know. I'm here just to play games, be happy, have a little chill, make a couple of videos and be happy and be good, you know. I don't think I can do any more of these missions. Claws! Ah, just a man. Give me a second. I did this today because I forgot to show it to you yesterday. That one. My next build blueprint. I know it's not cheap right now, but that's because I haven't done a shop around. But that's the build. That one out there. That's my next plan of idea. Obviously things will change depending on deals and bits and pieces and this, that and the other. But yeah, I thought it was all right. It is going to take me like a year to save up for though. And by then half that stuff will be cheaper anyway. Definitely want the 9800X 3D though. It's generally really good. But yeah, so I did do it. I need to find the correct case. I think this case that I've got has like a big space at the back of it. If not, I'll find the right one. Don't worry. It was just an idea. I put it all there because it was like I've got to write this down. Right. Next day. Okay, like orders, shower and ceiling light. Okie dokie. So just a common shower. That's a wardrobe. That's a shower. Bum, bum, bum. A small round ceiling light. One of those ones. Because I have too many lights. Bro, you're gonna hate me? Hang on a second. What? No, I'm playing games. Well, there's that, and more lights for the wicked. What's that done? Right, I'll put the bookcase over there for a second. And another light. There we go. I have a light shelf. Didn't. There we go. It's not a heavy shelf. It's a light shelf. Right. Right, one shower and a rare kitchen sink. I think I might have. I think I've got another common thing. Oh, I do. There it is. It's gonna help me. Is to have it. Found some cases to look at. Cheers, man. Just as I said, dump them in like DM, and I'll get back to you on them. I'll look around. It's just at the moment I had to build a list because it's like I'm sitting there just going, yeah. What am I looking for? Kitchen sink. Oh, that one. Actually, is that a kitchen sink? That is kitchen. Yeah, that's the one. That's all good. Boom, boom. 215. One washing machine and one large window for 162 quid. Not too shabby, that. Right, so one washing machine. And a large window. We have one. I've got one left. Send you a link and search it down. Ah, cheers, man. Cheers very much. I'll look into it later. Because I'm going to be messing around with that list for like a year, so it's fine. As long as I've got all the pieces like stacked up in front of me, I'll be alright. I don't have any more doors, do I? Where's your current... the NZXT H6 Flow. $32, $36 and some beams. We can do that. 32, 36 and 150 mil beams, and we need 18 of those. 1, 8. Yeah, I mean, I can modify the case. I mean, a Dremels are pretty cheap. I can pick up one of those and just nudge out a little bit, maybe. But I gotta be honest, I'm probably just gonna go for ease of use and just go, that'll do. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, then so be it. I'll just find a new case. Look, I'll take the LTT way out, right? If it involves cutting a hole, I'm all right with that. But yeah, the graphics card was the reason why I chose the Reaper. Is because I think it's the onboard clock is faster than the other one, and it was like £200 cheaper. And I was like, that just makes sense. And it's only 2 fans, it's not 3 fans. And I'm like, you know what? Smaller is fine. Takes up less room. I'm all right with that. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry. Right, crappy table. There it is. $45 for this. 45. There we go. There you go. There's another 636 doll hairs. This is the aftermath of like putting it all up. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, because like I know people just go, I've got this graphics card and it's like a monstrosity, and I'm like, just like, I can't be arsed with that shit. So if I get a graphics card that is literally a 2-fan thing and it does the same power as the other thing, I'm like, well, what's the difference here? And it does the same thing and it's actually a little bit more powerful. So I'm all right with like the way that I've kind of planned most of it out. Like I said, with the case, I'll look into that, but I should be okay. Oh, we need a... actually, I can do this. A rare sofa for 338 doll hairs. Get in. We're up to £1,000. Right, rare one. This one. I believe it is this one. Yeah, it's all good, man. Thank you. Is it this sofa? Yeah, it's expensive. $338 for a sofa. Yeah, sounds wrong. Especially secondhand. It's the greatest sofa in the world. There we go. It's another $1,000. Right. Now time to mess around with the warehouse a little bit. I have to actually save some pennies for my next setup. Yeah, I think that's what's hitting us all now. It's like, yeah, we've just spent like the last 2 years just going, oh, I can afford this, I can afford this, and then just like, gonna have to cut back on the old expenditure right now. Same for me, man. It's like, it's the same crap. I've got to sit here and just pull it in a little bit, try and make some extra money here and there. Do this, that. So my next one is I need to do a boot fair. There's an indoor one just local to me in like 2 weeks time, which I think I'm going to aim for. And the plus side to it is that Kerry can literally just walk down there with the kids, and I don't have to take the kids with me, so I can literally pack the car and just get it all out and get it done. So I'm tempted to sign myself up for that. It's a tenner to entrance, and then I've got to find my own float, which works about 30 quid's worth of change, which isn't too bad. And then yeah, I've still got half a cupboard full of stuff to sell, and I think if I can get rid of some of it locally, then it's all good. There's a couple of electronics which I will basically let, I live here, you know where I live, you know who I am. If it doesn't work, come and find me and I'll refund you. That sort of thing. But that's kind of where I'm up to. I think this is like the last ditch attempt I've got at selling anything really, unless I want to put it online, which I don't want to, because selling stuff online is a partial pain in the arse. Then you've got to post it, then you've got to package it, and it's just more and more annoyance. So I'm hoping that I can get enough done. So yeah, this boot fair is generally, I think it's my last ditch attempt this year to get rid of anything. I may have to do it. It's like, the thing is, it's really, really local. It's like it's a 5-minute walk from where I am. And if I go over the top, I'm like, yeah. RG Corsair X. 7,800. Yeah, I can't afford that. I'm poor. You know this. What I'm tempted to do with my machine that I've got is, because I now have technically 2 PCs, because obviously I want to build a new one. I want to build a may have to do like a big one, right, and stick everything I've got in here on a smaller motherboard, and then put a new PC onto a standard motherboard and use one as a slave machine, and that's to stream out, and then the other one is to literally just play games on. May do that, or keep this one alive for the kids, because at some point I've got to do their room. And I already said to Kerry how much it's going to cost. And it's going to take me like a whole week. It's going to take me 3 to 4 days to decorate their entire room and get it all done. So yeah, I'm tempted, yeah. Because it would drag less for streams, and then it would I can like get a bit more performance out of the machine for, you know, actual gaming. So there is that. So yeah. So yeah, with Claus, Claus is my go-to PC guy as well. Right, a common shower and a big kitchen cabinet. We can do that. Have I still got a shower in here? There it is, yeah. I do. Yeah, so I may have to, well, I'll probably get, depending on which way I decide to go. As said, I might just keep this PC around for the kids, because, I mean, it's good enough for exactly what they would need. Definitely. I mean, they don't even know what they're going to need. Yeah, Claus is good for everything he does. Literally, let's put it this way, Banhammer. If I stuff up, Claus will probably be around my house, smacking me in the face, just going, "You're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid." So, yeah, don't worry. Right. Oh dear. We're going to have to go for a van on this one. Right. I think this is 150 wool. Nope. I know I should use the scanner. I can't be bothered. Okay. I ain't using no scanner to tell me what to do. Right, 7 more of those and we're good. These are the same, by the way. So these are the same because when you take apart a house, it stuffed up all the smaller panels. So I literally just took out like sheets of 150 by 270. And then no small stuff. But this is why I like taking 5-day missions. I can get this stuff out of a house then. It's always good. Five, 6. 7. Last one. Okay, medium windows. Have I? Bugger. Do I have that many? I do have that many medium windows. Right, okay, I'm going to have to move my shelf because it's not easily accessible with the van in the way. Edit the warehouse. And now we can walk around. One, 2. I'm having a little bit of an issue right now, I think. Unless it's not... Unless I'm missing one. Oh. Oh, I was like, where's the last one? And box number 34. That's a good order, that is. It's all good. It's all good. Right. Warehouse, edit. Put this back. Yeah. Right, next. Can't do that one, can't do that one, can't do that one, can't do that one. No. Oh, we can do this one. RTV and large window. Yeah. RTV shelf, which is one of these. No problem. Done that, and done that. 231 skedoodles in the old back burner. All good. That one done. That one can't do. Can't do. Can't do. Can't. Nah. Gits. Right. We're up 5 grand, 6 grand now. Nice. $6,000. Let's keep going. If we can sell a bit more, we're fine. One red dresser and kitchen drawers. We can do that as well. Yeah. Like I said, the reason why I'm doing this is because I put myself into a massive financial hole in this game. I upgraded the warehouse with 9 grand, left myself with $800 and had no money. So I basically did like a couple of missions, stacked my warehouse out. And I'm like, okay, I'll get enough out of this. And that's why I'm doing this now. Because I put myself on the brink of like what like you can go bankrupt in this game. So kind of didn't want to do that. Right, is that what I need? Kitchen drawers, yep. It was close. Let's put it that way. Right, I think we can get rid of this shelf again now. Shut up there for a second. And a dresser. Oh, yep. Right. Any wealthy customers I can help? Oh, a red desk for 90 quid. Excellent. We can do that. And get in. 90 skedoodles. Right. Anyone else before I have to deal with the poor riffraff at the top of this board? Yes. Right. 50 quid stove. We can do that. Complete the order. Okay, round ceiling light and kitchen cabinet. Both rare. Really? That's not rare, that's why. I'm a donut, yes. Small round, which is one of those ones. And a kitchen cabinet. Do 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 do. Bum, 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 done that one. Excellent. I'm not doing a job for 14 quid. Right, I think we're done. So, let's sort stuff out, shall we? Right. Right. All is good. So we just done an hour's worth of picking. So we chuck that there. Bed's got the top. Got another bed. Any more beds? No. Oh no, there's one. I've got 5 beds. I don't know why I need 5 beds. It'd be nice if I had a customer to sell them to. Right, any more wardrobes? Yeah, we've got a wardrobe. Is that a wardrobe or a shower? Well, that's a shower. I can go up there. Right, desks. Stick that down there. That's fine. Table. Goes there. Cool. Right. We've got a little bit of room for some more stuff, and we've got a whole shelf. That's fine. This is empty as well, apart from that, and bricks. Cool. So the next mission, if I take it, I need a 5-day mission that I can just take everything again, because we've now got lots of room. Now, I could go through it all over again and be like, well, I need to do this and I need to do that, because it'll be fine. The downside is, like, it starts getting slower when you've got less and less stuff, because the orders don't reflect what you've got, which is a pain in the butt about this game. So I've got all this stuff on the shelf, and I've got 3 orders that come through, and I need to, one of them I can do. So it makes no sense. Okay, 5-day jobs is what I'm really looking for. That one I need to get done in 1 day. No. I don't want to do that mission. Not in 1 day. Also, I need to upgrade all my screwdrivers and stuff. Demolish the house. Demolish the house. I don't, actually, this one's just destroy the walls. Actually, what have I got in permits? Can I upgrade yet? I've done 11 missions. Yeah, sure, we can upgrade to we'll upgrade to the top ones. Oh yes. So we are now like our business is growing. That's cool. Right, okay, we'll see if there's please let there be a 5-day mission. 5 days. I need a 5-day mission. 3 5-day. Oh, we can't do it. That one we can. It was an accident. This has got a lot of good stuff in it. I remember this mission. So, we're doing it. Yes. I will grab everything else a little bit later. We need to go and strip this house out as quickly as possible. This is the mission I got to. I was playing it solo, and the game screwed up on me. Like, it started deleting my stuff out of the warehouse and everything, and I turned it off. And I was like, don't get. I'd had enough. So hopefully this time it won't. Look, there's a deer. Hopefully this time it won't do it. But there is a lot of good stuff in this one. So the idea, apparently the husband caused a explosion. That's why there's a big hole in the roof, and they're going off to buy a new house. We're demolishing this one. So we get to take everything. Oh yes, and we will take everything. So much good stuff in here. So much. There's so much good stuff. Right, take all this off the tops, because then when I strip it all down, I won't break anything. Fantastic! By the way, this is a high-end cooker, because it's got the pan at the back. Hell yeah. So I'll pop that on the floor as well. High-end chairs. So the first plan is to get everything I can move without having to take it apart. So, chairs. If I have to take it apart, then I have to take all the stuff off of it. This includes doors. I just found what I personally think is. Show me a link. More than happy to look. Cheers, matey. Right. It's a decent brand as well. Good to know. Yeah, so my plan with the kids stuff is because we've got because I've got Kerry's older computer, her old computer as well. I want to kind of make use of that for the kids as well. So I'll get around to it. It's going to take time. And the first thing I need to do is I need to completely redecorate their entire room. Because it needs to be done. So we need to save up to get new beds for them, a new set of furniture, paint, because I need to repaint their rooms because it resembles what the London Underground used to look like in the 80s and 90s. Like lots of graffiti everywhere, where I keep telling the kids not to draw on the walls and they don't listen. It'll need 2 coats of white paint just to get rid of all the marks and crap. After that's after I've sanded the wall down, because there's bits of slime on the wall where they get those little slime tubs and they've splattered it across the wall, so I've got to sand that off. Basically I've got to repoint their walls, which isn't going to be too hard, Then I've got to paint their walls. So then I've got to decorate it, and then I've got to build them 2 brand new beds, because this will be like the beds they're going to be having for the rest of their life whilst they live here. 2 chest of drawers, which will be under a desk, and the desk is going to be for both of them. So I need like 2 ways of like doing stuff. And I kind of figured if I can get them into computer gaming instead of console, then I can build a big machine and they can just have one big tower, basically having like 2 computers. Instead of having like 2 separate computers and this and the other, they would literally just use 1 unit and 2 monitors. That's the plan. I don't know if it's going to come together, but that's what I plan to do. And it's going to cost 1,500 quid for their furniture, their beds, the paint and everything. And then the PCs and stuff, we've got spares here, so it's completely fine. Getting them a couple of like cheaper monitors, because CEX have always got like those like 35-inch like widescreens that they do quite cheap. If not there, I can get them off of eBay as refurbs. They won't need a TV because they've got monitors. They can watch their own YouTube and all their other crap they want to watch as well. So yeah, that's kind of where I want to go with their room. It's just going to take time and money. So my plan right now is to get through the rest of this year and start saving. Basically, the main goal is their stuff. See, do all this, and I don't ever do anything for me. I do it for everybody else. And people say we're, you know, YouTubers are selfish. Bah. Well, yeah, the kids stuff needs to be done because, you know, I mean, in a year or two's time, like Logan's going to be like secondary school. So he's got 2 years left, and he's like end of this year, year 5. He's year 6 next year, and then it's secondary school. So he's going to need his own space to do his work. He's going to need bits and pieces, and then Ollie's not that far behind him, and he'll need his own area and this and the other. So I was like, yeah, needs to be done. I am tempted though to with their new bed, because it comes with like a backing shelf. I am tempted, instead of like having just one desk for both of them and having it lengthwise, like having a kind of like a fold-off desk for each of them to have, so they could have like their own workspace and then their own play space. But that's just up in the air for me to figure out. It's not too hard. You basically just take the base that the bed's on, and then just add a couple of hinges with like a work surface board and just fold it down with a leg on it. You're on a shopping spree for PC Pass. Stop shopping! It'll be fine. I've got enough in this PC to build with. Yeah, there, that can go there. I have to send me of my current PC, bud. That'd be alright. No, don't worry about it. I know what I'm doing with it. I'll use my computer for just bits, or I'll use it as funding for a computer for the kids, because I'll just take it to CEX. Well, I won't take the computer to CEX. I'll strip it and then I'll take the parts to CEX, because then I'll go in store credit, because they've got loads of stuff for sale. And I've bought from them in the past, and they always do like a 5-year warranty. They used to do a 1,000-year warranty, but kind of figured that nobody uses a 1,000-year warranty. Right, artwork. CX a rip-off, trust me. Oh yeah, I know. Mate, all the people that work in my local branch, I've known them for like 20 years. I can walk in there and I'm not going to say their names, but some of the people that work in my local branch of CEX have been working there since it opened. So it's been a very stable job for them. But I mean, it's a cool job. I generally don't have a problem with work. I wouldn't have a problem with working in CX. You faff around most of the day, listen to music that's playing up on their radio and stuff. It feels like an alternative place to go, and you just deal with like people who need money all day, and then get orders ready for things that go out online. That's pretty much it. But it is a dying thing. It will die. It will die off real slow as more and more stuff goes more digital. I've heard that's why they got that. That's what partially why they went into the retro market, because they needed a way of keeping money up. So they started going into the retro market, which then dictated how much people sold stuff on eBay for, which kind of pushed the price up for everybody. And then I've also heard rumor that they're going to get into graded Pokemon cards, because of obviously the Pokemon boom that happens every couple of years. It's very, very lucrative, like stupidly lucrative. And the problem with CEX getting into the Pokemon market, I mean, there's not really a problem per se. It is for people who want to get into it as a cheap hobby. Is that if CEX get into the Pokemon hobby, then cards will be boosted in value. That was a huge song. Sorry, I get the joke. But yeah, it's all up in the air. For what I've heard, it's kind of a rumor. But if the rumor's true, then I think the Pokemon market's just about to go up. If they started selling cards, the market will it'll influx again, and it will just rocket. It's almost about this time where you sit there going, right, I'm going to see if I can get some grade 9 cards for dirt bloody cheap. Because if CEX jump onto that trend of like Pokemon cards, even grade 9 cards will be worth money. I mean, they're worth money now, but they're not worth as much, you know? I found Yu-Gi-Oh cards in Asda. Some of them were worth money. I'm more, because I'm more versed in Pokemon now, I can't help with modern day series of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but obviously if you look at the original cards, like the Blue Eyes White Dragons, the like Dark Magicians, Karibo, that sort of thing, they're still worth a little bit of money. Also like special editions first stuff, obviously gold, still, you know, old school cards. Wow, interesting. Buy them and then get them graded. The thing with Yu-Gi-Oh though is it was popular, and even as a playable game, it was pretty cool. But everything loses to Pokemon. Like literally everything. I saw a Whatnot seller today, who used to just sell football cards, and he said, "Yep, no, we've basically made the change because football cards are kind of like they're kind of staying where they are. There's no like raising value, this and the other. And the other problem with football players is over time they get old, they retire from the game, and if they were any good, then their cards are worth money. But if they weren't as like premium player, like let's say like David Beckham, then their cards won't be worth as much money. I was like, so is this why you switched over? He goes, yeah, we switched over because Pokemon's more lucrative. It's like, of course it is. Pokemon will never, ever, ever, ever in its entire life go out of fashion. Ever. Because it has an influx of like new people every 5 years. Every 5 years, it's like kids grow up, they go off and do stuff, and then they get into Pokemon again in their like mid-20s. And then when they're finished in their mid-20s, they have kids, they sell all their collection, and then when they get to 40, they go, oh man, I wish I could get back into Pokemon again. And then they go off to a convention with their kids, and then they get into Pokemon again. Oh, it's a vicious cycle. It does happen. That's exactly what happened to me. Like, I used to be predominantly Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I had a mass collection of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I enjoyed my collection of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. I put a lot of time and effort into my collection. Now I'm collecting Pokemon. And now I'm technically trading Pokemon as well. Not a problem, buddy. I'm always gonna be, if you want to hang out on streams, always. I'm here a couple of days a week. You know where I am. Have a great day, man. Enjoy yourself, and don't work too hard. Because if you work too hard, you fall asleep, and it's just not good. But yeah, Pokemon's a whole different animal nowadays. I wish that my brother hadn't have thrown all this stuff away, because I'd have kicked his ass. But yeah, I'm kind of getting back into it. I've even looked around like on Facebook and stuff for like buying up like cheap collections, because it's reselling sort of easy. There's so many ways of doing it now. And I'm listening to a couple of resellers on like for like obviously the standard people who sell stuff on eBay, and they're always like, yeah, if you just keep like 5 items up a day, if you can post 5 items a day, so your shop is always on a carousel, then eBay pay attention to the fact you're a really active seller. Like, cool, I can do that. I've got a folder of nearly 400 cards to sell, and if I do 5 a day, it's going to take me a little while to get through them all, so I'm all good there. Yeah, go for it, man. I mean, the best place to look for Pokemon cards is either like boot fairs or charity shops. Charity shops at the moment don't really know what they're selling. It's a bit like video games. Like 10-15 years ago, charity shops didn't really give a damn about video games. They sold them all off for like £2 a pop, and everyone used to go to charity shops and buy video games. And then the charity shops wised up and started selling video games at what we would sell on eBay price. So kind of got annoying. At the moment, charity shops don't really know Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's an easier target to find stuff there. That's if you can find any, because there are so many people hunting for them because of this boom right now. At this precise moment in time, at the Pokemon boom, which is, you got a lot of them there, depending on what you've got. Are you one of those people that basically bought the base set of cards and then never did anything with? Because if you are, yeah, lots of charity shops. The whole world's populated with charity shops. We go charity shopping. Like if me and Kerry haven't got the kids with us and we go into like town, it's like, where are we going? Charity shops. All right, cool. We'll go. There's a guy over the road from me. He's a gardener, and one of his jobs he did for an old boy And he goes, yeah, this guy couldn't pay me, so he gave me this box of Pokemon cards as payment. And he said, look, there's money in them. There's money in there. I just, you know, obviously because he's past it, he doesn't really deal with it. He said, you can have them as payment. He went, oh, all right, cheers, mate. And he's just got this box of Pokemon. I want that box because he has no idea what's in them. And I'm like, I can go through them if you want. I can list them if you want. If you want to do that, you know, I'll take commission and then I'll just pay you back the rest of the money. He's like, oh, I might do. And then that'll never happen. But I know if it's an old guy that has a load of cards and he gave them to him as payment, yeah, if he's got base set, even like basic cards are worth a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna keep talking to him and hoping that he just goes, all right, yeah, cool, mate, I'll, you know, do what you can. Right, luxury sofas, come on down. There's so much stuff in this house. So I've got this to do, the desk and the bathroom. And then I'm going to get all this stuff back to the warehouse. And then I can strip all the walls because we've got 5 days. And this is only day 1. So I know I'm not going to get all this mission done today because it's already 9 o'clock. I might be able to get this all done. Maybe. But I need to get all this stuff back to the warehouse first. And then from there, I need to then pull the walls. There's only like one wall that's been properly ruined, which is that one at the bathroom. Apart from that, all the other walls are in good nick. And there we go. But yeah, Alchemy Factory is going to be my next obsession. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to have an addictive factor because of what you can do in it. It's also going to be one of those times you sit and just go, yep, I've got way too much time on my hands. I'll be working on it. That's got to be premium. I was going to say that's got to be premium. Too many bits to be normal. done. Mate, it's such a good game. I played about, I don't know, I probably did like an hour and a half into the demo, and I was hooked. And my problem with it, and I'm like, if I play any more of this game, then I'm going to have issues, because the problem with the demo is you can sink all that time into the demo, and you know when the game comes out, you're going to have to replay the whole thing. And I'm like, no, I'll just leave it. I'll be okay. I'll wait until the full game. And even now, I'm sitting there just going, I want to play the game. 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 So that's as I said, it's gonna be like it's gonna be a new addiction for me. Definitely. I think Monkey Nuts, the guy that came in here the other week, he played it. He did like 10 hours into the demo. That's hardcore. For a demo to have 10 hours worth of like gameplay, it's really good. And it feels like Hydra as well. The automation feels really clean. So it's like satisfactory with Hydra. It's very, I like it. And it's on small scale as well, and that was mental. It's not like giant loads of machines and this and the other. It's like, wow, it's small scale. It's like it's on tabletops. Yeah. Right. It's another one. Right, bathroom. Last bit. Oh, and the windows, but I'll do the windows like the last thing I'll take out of the house before I do the walls, because the windows won't fit in this truck full. It's just not going to happen. Posh toilet. Posh toilet. It's a bidet toilet. Bidet to you too. I know. Stupid joke. But it was funny. Right, I believe that's everything out of the house. Nothing left on the walls, nothing left on the ceiling, just the windows. Oh, that one. Well, there you go, see? It's always good to do a second run through, just in case. Right, now is everything out of here? Yes, good, awesome. Right. Years of Jenga training wasted. Shame there's only 3 of those chairs. Okay, so that's one load. Time to get a load of things back up. There we go. That'll do us to start with. Premium. It's another shower. It's another light. There are too many lights, man. There's too many. Done. Right, let's bring back another load of stuff and then we'll get the boxes in, take out a load of stuff out of the house, get all that done as well. These are going to have to wait until the end because these are massive. Maybe. Oh, yes. Quick, put it in. Put it in. Why? It's gonna fall out. There we go. Oh, no more space, man. Right, one more. So the amount of stuff on the floor, I'm going to assume I'm probably going to need like... I'll take... I'm going to take 6. Oh, I don't know actually, hold on. I'll take 4 for start. But just remember I said I was going to take 6, okay? Oh. Do, 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 do. Gonna put all models together again. Carry just exploded. Oh no, why can't I pick up the big ones? I can't, they're broken. Whatever. Right, I think the other stuff I'm just gonna have to smash, because I haven't got another box full of stuff, so they might just disappear. There we go. Okay, so this stuff, this is not enough to fill up a box. And there's nothing else left on the walls. And there's nothing else left on the floor. Apart from toilet books. It's not enough. There we go. Right. It's another truck full of stuff. Get this off. Go. Nearly 5 o'clock. Number 43. So we got, and then the last one goes up there, and then we're good there. Right, that's done as well. I think it's mainly just furniture that's quite bulky now, like freezer, TV, big TV, sofa. I don't think I can get it in there. Okay, yes I can. Okay, so the next day is literally sofas and doors. Right, and we're almost done. And then it's just stripped down the entire house. $214. Some stuff ended up outside. No, it didn't. Not that I can remember. There we go. Right, pallets up. So I've got, that's 2 sofas, TV, fridge, freezer. Yeah, that sounds about right. Another giant TV. Okay. Maybe. There we go. Just that bit of sofa to go, and then windows. Doors. So last time I did this, it was about this time that things started going missing outside of my house, outside the warehouse. Like I lost a shelf, I lost pallets, I went crazy. It was like where's everything going? And then it's just, oh yeah, it's just a bug in the game. Well, that bug in the game needs to bugger off. Right, one more bit of sofa. So I will strip the windows out first before we do the sofa part, because that needs to be done first. So before we do that, so what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to mess around my warehouse again, because it's like I need to get around by the side of the van, but when the van turns up and I can't get near the shelves, kind of annoying. Right, so we've done that one. And I think that's all the windows. Right. All the windows done. Get the sofa. I'll put that one near the back. Well, kind of sucks. Damn it, I'm just gonna have to leave it here until I finish destroying the house. Right. Tia, how you doing, Archangel? Welcome. Oh, I'm done. It's so close to feeling like having all this stuff stripped off. Right, big windows. Big window. Medium window. And then we've got 3.5 days to strip all the walls, like completely, without demolishing them. It's gonna be amazing. I haven't done this for a long time, mainly because I haven't had a 5-day mission for a long time. Apart from that, we're all good. Right. Now, I'm pretty sure there's no bricks in this house. It is just wood beams. So, to strip the. We're gonna have to strip each panel off first, and then take the panels out completely. So fun and games for the whole family. Doing good, having a chill and a cozy Friday. It's cold here, lots of rain coming, perfect weekend to play games. Yeah, I mean, we've had a crappy, like, we had a 24-hour storm that basically cleared the air. The problem with clearing the air is that the day after it's chilly. To put this into perspective, today is the first day in 7 months that I've worn trousers. I normally just sit around in shorts. Today I woke up and went, fuck me, it's cold. So it's either the fact I'm getting old, or it's I actually finally felt I felt the cold today. And it's about the right time, because I normally start wearing trousers probably around sort of like end of October going into November. And we are getting towards the end of October now, and we're nearly in November. So yeah, it's about the right time. Getting old? Nah, I don't think it's getting old. I think it's just like, because literally the day before we were in Canterbury. Everyone else is walking around in, like, you know, jumpers and bits and pieces, and I'm still walking around in shorts and t-shirt. It's like, well, it's only 14 degrees. It's fine. It's lovely out here. And then it came out really warm, and everyone's all like, oh, you can hear everyone moaning that it's like it's got too hot. And there's me walking around in shorts and a t-shirt going, it's actually quite nice today. Just quite funny. But yeah, it has been a bit more, I would say it's been a bit more colder, just because of the storm that went through. Apart from that, it's okay. Got a booking for the tit run tomorrow. Yay me. Yeah. It's a pain in the ass because like, just be settled. You're not settled, are you? No, not going to be settled. What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm expecting it now. You know, it's getting to that end of the end of like summer for me is like end of October, because that's when I have to start going. Oh, I have to start wearing trousers again. I like wearing shorts. I'm quite happy doing that. But yeah, I'm more like winter time. Yeah, I'm alright. I do have a friend who would just wear shorts all year round though, so. But he's up north. He's a different breed. Didn't want to smash all that. Well, there's bag of rubbish number one. I will reclaim as much as I can off this job because of how long it's going to take. Because it's a 5-day mission, it's like we've got the time. If it was like a 3-day mission, I mean, this would be second day in and we're like, okay, we're kind of a little bit close, but I reckon we can do it. We might go after like main bits of wood. If it's a 2-day mission, it's get everything out of the house the first day and then put a wrecking ball through it on the second. It's like those, like the 1-day missions. I can't stand 1-day missions because it's like they're so short and you're like, oh, I just want to do this a little. No, I can't take my time. I have to get it all done. Admittedly, when you've got to like what, level 2 on tools, you can take a house apart in like a couple of hours in this game, at least. Not real hours, shorter. Catch you later, buddy. Mate, what have I got to do tomorrow? I've got to go tip, do shopping, take the kids out. Yeah, I'll be heading to bed a little bit tonight. You never have enough money for the wrecking ball. I mean, in fairness, like, the wrecking ball for me is if I'm going to do a shorter day job. Like if I'm doing 5 days, I'll just do it all myself. I'll only use a wrecking ball if it's a day job. Like you've got 1 day to wreck this house and get it all done. Okay, out comes the wrecking ball. Maybe. So the way that I play it is I'll do a couple of missions, stack my shelves, and then sell like a ton of stuff. It gives me a bit more room in my shelves, and I'll be alright. It's like for the first hour of this stream, I literally spent selling all stuff. So I had enough room to put more on. Yeah. Oh, I bag up all the debris as well. I never leave anything behind. But it's depending on the job that I'm taking, is depending on how much work I'll put myself through. Like for a job like this, it's a 5-day job. You spend a day getting rid of everything out of the house, get it all into warehouse. Day 2, finish off getting stuff in the warehouse, and then start stripping the walls. Day 3 and 4 is literally stacking stuff outside the house ready to take back to the warehouse. Like, you know, this stuff. Right, that's not coming out, so I'll break that. Do I take the stuff? Do you take all the stuff on the job where you don't have to wreck the house too? Depending on how many days I've got. If it's a 3-day mission, I'll take everything I can. Right. I didn't do the bedroom. Damn it. And I was doing so well. But yeah, I try to take everything and anything that's like not nailed down, because take everything you can, be happy. Oh, the lines at the bottom of my screen are they're starting to piss me off now. I'm going to have to look for another cheap monitor. May have to look into CEX, because I know they got like a load for 20 quid. Maybe 30. I don't need anything too expensive, like a little 1080p 20, I think I'm up to 23 inch on this one. But yeah, my kids knocked it a couple of weeks ago, and there's a few more lines on the bottom now, so I think the panel's on the way up. That'll be fun. I'll have to replace that. I've got to wait till Monday, and then that means all my bills would have cleared, PayPal payment would have cleared, everything else would have cleared, and then we're all good, because the weekend nothing comes out and nothing goes in, so you can never judge what you've got until the end of the week. So I've got to wait till Monday, see how much I've got left. So I'll be streaming tomorrow. So, but I've got to see how much I've got left, and then see if I can get myself a cheap panel. A little bit annoying. It'll either be from CX or it'll be a refurb. I don't need anything new. I'll be fine. Oh, too many bits of wall, man. This will do me for a little while though, because I'll put this one into warehouse. No, no, no. Let's not do that now. Right. There you go. That's all the panels off. And there, just get all the spare bits off the floor. Cool. Knock the floor out and then we'll knock the walls. It's just if I get this bit done now, then I don't have to worry about cleaning up after I've knocked all the walls down. Get all this done. So we are 2 hours and 19 minutes into this stream. The first hour was me selling stuff. The second hour is me destroying a whole house. Basically. Okay, cool. So that's everything off the floor apart from this. Cool. Right. Door frames are always a little bit more awkward because if you haven't knocked the door frame itself, you have to cut behind the door frame. So with the way that this one works is if you cut the main supports, which is the thicker parts, it'll all fall down when you take it all apart. Like I did say in a previous video, the fastest way to do this is to say smeg it and just go after, just smash the big beams. Then you don't have to do this. This will take the longest though. The only thing I don't like about doing the wood like this is the windows, because the windows you have to cut 4 times. Everything else is like, it just does it in a sequence. Windows, you have to do 4 cuts. Sucks. It's okay, there's nothing there to do. Come on. We're halfway through this now. And then we can start taking the walls down. Yay! Do you want to do that? Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Damn it. Just takes so long. Done it again. See, in an ideal world, you'd cut all these beams and the whole house would just fall down. And you'd be like, jobs are good. It's all good. It's done. Don't need to do nothing else there. Nope, you have to. Okay. Right, get all this back in the van now. It's like the whole house basically starts just falling apart around us now. Yep, lots of house. Oh. Yeah. It's taken an hour and a half to take this house apart so far. We're almost done with it. I say almost. I've still got to put stuff in the truck. I'll still get the stuff to the warehouse. But we're doing okay. And the weird part is when you take things apart properly in this, certain things don't fall sometimes. It's like the graphics get stuck. Exhibit A. The piece of wood that will not fall. Do. I'll do it. And now you're going to see a miracle. Ready? Pop. At least you don't have to the roof. Oh yeah, that's part of the plus side to doing it the way I do it. The roof's never asked for though, that's the thing. I would have thought, you know, being in the deconstruction business and salvage yarding, then the roof would have been under there as well with like tiles. But from what I understand, American houses don't really have tiles, but maybe some do. Most of these houses in this game are basically like felt roofing. Well, that's what it looks like, at least. Look, it's like a felt roof, but it's on like wood. Unless it's just this game. It basically just has like generalization of like what goes in. Think that's most of this. I don't know why it was hooked up like that, but it worked and it's gone. So I think now it's just wood. Right. Right, let's get all this in the van. This is a lot of wood, right? Some of it I'll even go into scrap because I've got too much of like certain ones. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room in my truck for all this. Oh no. There might be enough room, maybe. Do. I've never had this problem before. I've just got too much wood. I'm trying. Might need a few more shelves of wood. Excellent. excellent. Some of it fell in the hole. So I might just stack it on top. Oh, that's helped. We might be able to fill the gap up now. Is that the last 3 bits? I think we've done it, lads. Hey. Think that's it. I think we're done. So if I can get back to the yard, we can sort this wood out and then stack the rest of it the next day. 100. It's a lot of money coming out. Right. Okay, fat slabs first. Oh no, screw it. We'll just take everything. Need another. I do need another wood holder. Right. Let me just grab another shelf. I don't really want to waste anymore, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to like buy another shelf. I did a little wood. Got wood. I'll stick it up on there for now. We'll bring this round here because we're going to be filling some of this up. For now, we got lots of stuff to put on the shelves that we just can't do normally. Right, this lot will go up here. We're going to go on there. There we go. Still going. Half a van left. Too many bits of wood, man. Too many. Dooba 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 doo. Oh, yeah. I think this is part of the problem with it. When you're sorting stuff out like this in this game, it tends to take a really, really long time. And this is kind of part of the annoyance about this game, in a way. Because everything you do takes a lot of time. Like, taking apart an entire house takes a long time. Bum, bum, bum. Do, do, do. Right. Do, do, do. Right, they're short, so they're going to go in this one. It's just a lot. Who wants to have a really large bonfire? I feel that's how this character feels right now. It's like, no, I just don't want to do this anymore. And the worst part is all of this wood won't get used very quickly. Like, there's not a lot of customers that ask for like shed tons of panels like this. They're all like, oh, I need a kitchen sink and I need this. They never asked for like 400 pieces of wood. I've probably, you know, I've got a lot of wood here. They could have some of it, you know. Nope, don't want any wood. Well, they should be.
They should be, but they're not. You're just going to have to deal with that.
Buggers.
So you start in the hood.
Nearly. It's only 20 to 8 in the morning and we've been undoing this since 7:30. Not much more, and then we can get the what's going to be easiest to pull. I mean, I think the last thing I need to do is I think the wall is going to be the hardest stuff to pull straight off. I think that one's almost full now. Yeah. Oh yeah, they really should. I'm making this harder on myself. So you don't have to do it like this. You could just have it so all these are mixed. But this, yeah, I do it separately. This is just the way that I do things. You don't have to do it this way. So, yeah. Make of it what you will. But when it comes to like sorting out your warehouse, the way that I've got it, you don't have to copy me. Just don't copy me. It's just me. That's why I have a light shelf. A whole shelving unit dedicated to lights. Because it's the way that I do things. Do not do it the same way as me. It will blow your brain. It'll hurt. Really will. Right, that one's. I can't put this anywhere. That one's full. That's full as well. That's full. That goes on there. Cool. Right, all this can go in recycling. But the worst part is you won't get a lot of customers asking for beams of wood. It's just the way it is. This game is like very one-sided. It's like you need to get like washing machines, tumble dryers, fridges, chairs, all of that stuff. There's not a lot of missions that go, oh, just need to do like, oh, can I have like 300 like planks of wood, or oh, can I just have like three or four doors? You don't get missions like that. You basically get can I have a washing machine and a light? The thing with this game though is what it doesn't do is, if you've got X amount of stuff in a warehouse, it doesn't go, okay, I can generate customers to ask for like, you know, 30 beams of wood, or if you've got extra bits of wall and stuff like that. It doesn't think like that. Basically the game is very sort of, do you have this stuff? No, okay, we won't ask for it anymore. And it's not that they didn't do a very good job balancing the jobs or the actual like customers. And I know the customers are just words on the screen asking for like what you have in stock, but it's like, it's not even taking into consideration I haven't got that stuff. So I kind of find that weird as well. And one thing it's just done is all of these bits of wood now are all the same size. So everything I did when I sorted this out, these are all now the same size. Because the game's just glitched. It's done that to me before, which is why I had so many panels of one size fits all wall. I didn't have any other panels of wood. Or wall, sorry. Which is ultimately really infuriating. So all of that stuff I took my time out to sort through and do it in different sizes now isn't there. And I don't need this size stuff. I needed the smaller panels. So I don't need this stuff anymore. So I'm just going to put a hammer through it. It's basically screwed me over again. This is a glitch. This isn't a game breaking bug, but what it'll do is it's taken away the ability to be able to have different types of like drywall for sale. So now I have to get rid of it all. Don't worry, I'll report it. I'll chuck it in their discussion page and tell them that this happened during a mission, and maybe they'll sort it out, but I don't know. You know, and that's just how annoying this game has been since it's been launched. I kind of find it annoying because it's a good game, but there's so many bugs in this game that's caused so many little issues. Like this one, for instance. This is an issue. And yes, I would like a tissue. There you go. Right, just make sure there's nothing else left laying around on the floor. And there we go. So that's all done. I'll come back for the window and I'll come back for the 3 bags. And then I'm good. And then I'm going to go and complain once again about the game not working properly. Like I said though, it's not a bug that will make me hate the game, because I just won't salvage any more drywall. I'll just smash it all up and not care. But it's really annoying, because I know certain customers will go, well, I need this sort of drywall and that sort of stuff, and then it won't happen because all the drywall has turned itself into all the other big stuff, and you're like, why? Where's it gone? I've lost all the drywall I had, and then you're stuck. To put it into perspective, I've only been able to salvage 2 pieces of different sized wall. The rest of it has been this stuff, which is the paneling that's in the that's on the side of the road right now, or well, it's in these recycling bags now, because everything else has turned into the other type of wall, or it's just disappeared. And I'm thinking it's turned into it, but it's just gone off the game. So yeah, I don't tend to rescue drywall. I was hoping that bug was fixed. Turns out it wasn't. It's really annoying. Anyways, how you guys doing? I know that was a bit of a boring section where I was just stacking stuff, but it's done now. And now I'm good. And now this job's done in 3 days. All happy, all Larry. Larry! And there I am, finished. In 3 hours and 6 minutes, I have sold an hour's worth of stuff out of my stuff and taken apart an entire house. Not too bad. And there you go. 3 hours. Emptied my warehouse, filled it back up. Did all right. Now to cash in. Right, contracts complete. And then, yeah. And I'd do that again, where I would do this one. This is a 5-day mission. Retrieve stuff, retrieve a few bits and pieces, demolish the house, and clean up. This house is a brick house, so that would just take time taking off all the bricks and putting them onto stacks, which again is something that you can, which works out better than drywall. Bricks don't disappear, drywall does. So with that one, you would just take out as much as you wanted, and you could take your time as well. That's a good thing. All right, and there we are. So let me just cash that in. Next day, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and there you go, $4,905. And my next major thing is getting my truck and everything else sorted now. So I think what I would do is I would be waiting around for another 5-day mission and just take it and go from there. But yeah, filled the warehouse up again. Doing all right. So if you have enjoyed this, hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell below. I will be back tomorrow. Not quite sure what I'm streaming, not quite sure what I'm doing, but until then, have fun. So I'm gonna say peace out, have fun, enjoy what you guys do, have a great rest of your weekend if I don't see you before, and I'll catch you all later. Bye bye for now. Boo.